Thank you. Sip Samatma, Sip Raji, Sip Rumataji, Sip Yogini, Sip Girish, Sip Ranjana, Sip Bliss, Sip Tina, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Kailash, Sip Premchandji, Sip Krishna, Sip Bliko, Sip Kumar Swami, Sip Rekha, Sip Vanita, Sip Rekha, Sip Pankaj, Sip Will, Sip Chidanand, and many of you who are still joining the call, many people slowly running into the call. Sip Rajendra, Sip Anand, Sip Chandra, Sip Krishan, uh, welcome to the call. So the first question we have is from Ruth Anu, and these are questions which are not the main subject. So if you have any question which is not the main subject, first you raise your hands. And if you have, we have Ruth Anu, and if you have got any other people have any questions other than the main subject, otherwise we will come on to the main subject. Ruth Anu.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, about the main subject only, actually.
Okay, so we'll wait and I'll give you the first opportunity. But anybody, now we are going to the main subject. So wait, Ruth Anu, we'll put the main subject up and then you ask the question. Main subject for today's discussion is, does our soul travel from one body to another? Does our soul travel from one body to another? It's a very important, sometimes I wonder how SIP gives us so many topics, every day a new topic, and every day a topic that is connected to the main topic, and every day taking us forward step by step, going to SIP, one by one, taking that road to SIP. And it's so important. If we don't take this road to SIP, then we will slip. We need that grip. Take it up, please. Sorry. Too much on this. So let us start with we have got Ruth Anu, Bliss, Samatma, Rekha Parvani, in that order. Ruth Anu. Ruth Anu, Bliss, Samatma, Rekha. Yes, Shivam, bolo.
Guruji, soul is spark of unique life.
Yeah.
So it when we are born, that spark comes, that energy comes, and then when we are and then when the life ends, the spark of energy that goes.
Try to answer the question. Does the soul travel from one body to another? Stick to the question.
No, it does not travel.
It does not travel. Okay.
It does not travel.
Why it does not travel? You say now, why it does not travel? You can try to explain.
Because the soul gets united with the divine, and it's a new energy, new soul that comes in another body.
But everybody believes my soul gets reincarnated. You don't believe like that?
No.
Thank you. Bliss. Yes, Bliss.
I'm here.
How you have written? I don't believe that our soul travels from one body to another. During our lifetime, when the light closes behind our eyes, it scatters like the air of a balloon to then be reborn or remain with SIP. Good explanation. Written in French and translated into English. Does our soul travel from one body to another? Bliss says, I don't believe it travels. When at death, it scatters like the air of the balloon. Thank you, Bliss, for your clear understanding. We are going on to the next. Samatma, Rekha, Rajendra, Vanita. Samatma. Samatma, unmute, please.
Me now, Shivoham.
Yes, I can hear you now. Tell me.
No, our soul doesn't travel from one body to another, because we are all fragments of the divine soul. And at death, our soul also merges with the divine. So another fragment from the divine takes up the mind and ego and is reborn with another body, in another body.
Are you sure? Because I think all of you are giving one answer, but many people talk of the transmigration of the soul. In fact, many people quote even Bhagavad Gita. I'm waiting
It is a fragment which goes, like you always give the example of water. The water in a water pot, if you fill it in a glass, in a bottle, is the same water but in different forms. In the same way, we are all one soul and just fragments of soul which are going into the body.
So according to soul does not travel from one body to another. Your soul will not travel.
No, not my
Oh.
soul. My soul is also a part, so another part travels.
Yeah, but your soul is your soul. No, your soul is not my soul. Right now, the soul in you and the soul in me is same or it's different.
At Atma level, it is the same, but each one's soul is a unique part of it.
So right now you have a unique soul. I have a unique soul, and when it's in your body and my body. So does
Yes.
that soul, which is unique in your body, does it go from one body to another?
No, it merges with the divine at death.
Okay, thank you, Samatma. Rekha Parwani. Everybody is giving one track answer. Nobody has got some other answer. Let me hear. Rekha Parwani.
Shivoham AiR,
Shivoham.
the soul doesn't travel from one body to another
Okay.
because soul is deathless and birthless. It's immortal.
Soul is deathless and birthless is immortal. So it doesn't travel from one body to another.
No.
Then what happens to the soul?
At death, it becomes one with Paramatma.
Yeah. And
And
then
then
what happens at rebirth again?
Then another manifestation in the form of soul is in the way mind and ego takes birth with another soul in
Another
another
soul.
body.
So how many souls are there?
Soul is one, but like some Mahatma said, it's unique.
Okay. Okay. Rajendra Pandit. Everybody wants to give their opinion. Rajendra Pandit.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam, sir.
sir, there is no possibility of movement of soul from one body to another body because
Right.
soul doesn't. There is no possibility of its movement from one
Soul
body.
to move होता है ना
नहीं,
हमेशा
from one body travel from one body to another body. जो question हमारा है, there is no possibility as such possibility because it doesn't possess its individual identity. इसकी नहीं होती है. It takes the identity of the unique living body जिसपे ये जाता है. It comes from the finite, infinite as a finite spark in the individual body. So it takes the shape of the same body, yeah, identity of the same body. When it leaves the body, it goes to all, ये उसी में जाता है. जैसे हवा में से थोड़ी सी हवा आ गई, हमें बाहर हवा फिर हवा में अंदर होगी. So वहाँ इसकी identity खत्म हो जाती है, जैसे बाहर जाता है. So it is again the same finite.
Okay. Good.
Infinite.
Thank you, Rajendra. Well, clearly said. We have Rajendra, then we have Vanita, and then Chidanand. Bliss is also coming online again. We have Vanita and Chidanand. Yes, Vanita.
The soul doesn't travel from one body to another because once we are dead, the soul departs the body, which is a high power this thing, and merges with SIP. SIP is everywhere. SIP is in me also, but as a soul, it in individuals, it is a unique soul that when departs, it merges with SIP, like waves go back to the ocean, like that. This also goes back to the.
But how come all of you are in the one track and the world is thinking differently? I don't know. Let me see if some Gyani comes with some more Gyan. Thank you, Vanita. Let me see who's coming with more Gyan.
Thank
Maybe
you.
Chidanand.
Thank you.
Chidanand will come with the Bhagavad Gita Gyan. Some Chidanand. Sir, namaskar.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam, sir.
point number one, Bhagavad Gita never says soul travels.
Okay.
You have to read Purushottam Yoga in proper way, chapter 15. It explains everything. And
Okay.
first, Bhagavad Gita is Yoga Shastra and Brahma Vidya.
Oh,
There are two philosophies into one. So
okay.
in Yoga Shastra, there is a certain perspective, and Brahma Vidya, which says Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. So
But
when
what
you
about
talk
this-
of travel and all this stuff, it is in ignorance. The
What
whole
about this
world.
transmigration of the soul? So much written in the Bhagavad Gita.
No, that is I have not read it in Bhagavad Gita. Any of Shankaracharya definitely doesn't say this. And first of all, Jagat Mithya. In ignorance, there is a transmigration. Because mind and ego. Once you understand, you go to the level of Sita Prajna or Sachitananda, automatically the issue is there is no Jagat. So transmigration, etc. is because of ignorance. Moment you remove this ignorance, you know SIP only is. And soul and SIP you cannot discriminate between the two. So in this ignorance, the Leela, you have all this.
Clearly read. Can you read? Clearly it is saying as per Bhagavad Gita, there is transmigration of the soul.
No, it's not that way. So because some people
The
misinterpret
soul,
it
I'm reading.
sometimes.
I'm reading this. Transmigration of the soul. The figure above shows that the soul is continuously transmigrating in this very body from boyhood to youth to old age. Learn and understand the nature of the soul. Do not believe as
That
it is a test.
is, I know what you're saying, but it is Jivatma. It is not Atma. See,
Okay.
Bhagavad
No,
Gita
no,
has 3 levels of distinctions.
Yeah, this is called
In
learning.
Yoga Shastra, it is a different perspective. In Brahma Vidya, when you come to Upanishads and Brahma Vidya, where we say Jagat Mithya. So everything in Jagat, transmigration, etc., is all the part of the Leela. And because once you, and that part, it is all lies in Avidya. Avidya Maya. Moment you go,
Okay.
you start
So I
Vidya
would say,
Maya, you realize
according to
ignorance.
your expert opinion, the soul does not travel from one body to another.
Impossible. Travel, all this happens in Maya and Leela. It's all the manifestation in a like in a dream.
Okay, thank you. Bliss, you have to wait for the second round. Bliss, don't go away. Please wait. Komal and then Rumataji. Komal and Rumataji.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah, whatever I have experienced or learned or whatever you say, it's just the bodies which comes and go. Everything remains there only. That is there only. वो आता भी नहीं है, जाता भी नहीं है. मतलब जैसे मटका है घड़ी का, जैसे बोलते हैं मटका टूट जाता है तो वो अंदर जो है वो वहीं का वहीं रहता है और बाहर स्पेस में मिक्स हो जाता है.
नहीं, पुनर्जन्म में they don't think the soul goes from one body to another body in पुनर्जन्म.
No, I don't think so. मेरे को अभी तक नहीं पता है.
So what is your understanding? पुनर्जन्म में क्या होता है?
It is said that emotions get carried away. जो subtle body है, वो जो सूक्ष्म शरीर है, वो जाता है एक दूसरे से. Emotions travel, but I have no first-hand experience, so I cannot say.
First-hand experience, none of us have. None of us have the first-hand experience because we are all alive and we will die only one time. So,
yes. So it is only just listen from somewhere and just telling. Otherwise, so we don't know.
No, but I know what happens. One thing very good in this call. Many masters. So I try to see how many people are wavering from the main path. And how many people are sthit pragya? If your sthit pragya means let anybody say anything, you will not be affected.
Right.
So we are trying to see how many people in this call. That's why I'm encouraging more and more people to talk. And everybody is giving the same sthit pragya answer, intellectual answer. Nobody wants to go away from it. Good, very good. Let us still give. There are still some more people wanting. Chidanand, in one moment, okay? Can I? Okay, yes, Chidanand wants to say something immediately. Chidanand, and then Rumataji. Yes, Chidanand.
Sir, जन्म ही नहीं है तो पुनर्जन्म कहाँ से होगा?
जन्म तो है, ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते.
That is in ignorance. That is in ignorance.
It is. Yeah, no, it is Maya.
And human birth is meant to remove this avidya.
But see, Chidanand, we have, as long as we are living in this Maya, janam hai, mrityu hai,
Yes.
we cannot deny that. And
as a sadhaka, you have to pass through that stage.
Yeah, as a Jivan Mukta, you may not have death and birth.
It is not
But
the ultimate truth.
Yeah, so that is true. That is what you say is absolutely correct. Rumataji, thank you, Rumataji, and then after Rumataji we have Kailash.
Pranam Guruji, Pranam Guruji, Shivoham. Guruji, this is only the dictionary meaning that transmigration of soul means traveling of soul from one body to another. It is written in dictionary. But actually, when the soul leaves the body, at that time death takes place and merges with the divine energy. And at the time of conception, again the ship arrives, that in the form of energy. So traveling of soul from one body to another doesn't take place.
Okay, thank you, Rumataji. See, but let me tell you, most of the world believes that this transmigration of a soul is a very common belief in the world. Ki meri atma, aapki atma, my atma will come back. My atma carries karma. So you are all advanced in the learning in this call. But in the world, they all believe that atma punarjanam leti hai, atma ke karam hai. The world believes like that. Okay?
Guruji, before coming in contact with you, before listening to you, we also were thinking like this.
Okay,
But
good.
after attending Zoom call daily, all the doubts are cleared and all the clouds are disappeared. Now we are firm that the
Very good. Very. See, yeah,
traveling of soul doesn't take
the
place
soul
one body
is
to
soul
another.
is Anant Anadi, Sarva Shakti. Soul is part of Prabhu. Prabhu पास है. प्रभु पास है मतलब प्रभु एक परम अमर अनंत अनादि सर्व शक्ति है. And soul is part of that. Soul cannot be born, soul cannot die, soul cannot transmigrate, soul cannot move from one body to another body. It's because, like I always give the example of the air in the balloon. The air in the balloon, the same air in one balloon cannot go into another balloon because the air will merge with the air that is everywhere. Kailash, thank you, Romataji. Kailash. Unmute.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam Kailash.
As per the spiritual path of learning, okay, the soul is a unique, spirit of unique life, spark
Yeah.
of unique life. Okay, so that means this is from the divine, and whenever okay we leave the body, it goes to the shift and
Very
merge with the supreme power again. And if we are enlightened, then there is no meaning of birth, death, or
yeah,
of the
transmigration.
soul.
Yeah, yeah.
If we are in the mind, body, and ego state, then we think that this soul is transmit to another body or whatever. Okay. But in Gita, if we read in the Gita also, in Gita clearly said that this soul is never die, never birth. It is like a person change his clothes from old clothes to new clothes. That is only the about the soul.
No,
Written in
now
the
you.
Gita.
I was very happy with the whole answer that you gave. Now, how can the soul change from one body to one clothes to another clothes? You are right.
This
No,
transition.
the example is given, correct? Like soul will change from one body, but is it like that? Will the soul change from one body to another body?
No, it's merged with the supreme power and will not.
The same, the soul will not change from one body. This is a misinterpretation. Who wants to clarify this point? The soul will not change from one body to another body. The Sukshma Sharir, the mind and the ego will change from one body to another body. I think Chidanand wants to speak something back on this subject. Chidanand, what are you able to say? This is quoted in the Gita.
Yeah. Yes, but it is a Sukshma Sharira, not the Kshetrajna.
But he's saying
Kshetra, all this is in the part of Kshetra. If you reach chapter 30
are
or
you
13.
Sure? No, are you sure that it doesn't say soul doesn't change bodies? Because Kailash is saying soul change bodies.
It talks about Sukshma Sharira as Jiva Atma.
Sure, you're sure about it?
Yes. There are multiple interpretations, but if you refer to Shankaracharya's interpretation, is
Gita,
very, very clear.
In Gita only. The soul leaves one body. The soul leaves one body and takes wears another body as another clothes.
That is all part of the Kshetra. It is a field. Kshetrajna is only one.
Okay. So Kailash, I think it is a misinterpretation. I see in many places in the Gita and even the Upanishads and other scriptures, there's a lot of confusion between mind and intellect. They say mind, but they mean intellect. Very, very often they talk of mind, but they don't mean the mind. They mean it is intellect. But we have to, as a good sadhaka or as a good jigyasu, we have to read through in between the lines. We have to read in between the lines, then only we will be able to realize the truth. Otherwise, we will not be able to realize the truth. Okay, good. Thank you, Kailash. After many days, I'm seeing you back in action, Kailash. Good to see you back in action. After Kailash, we have got Suvinay. Bliss will wait, but Suvinay is the new on the call. Suvinay.
शिवम गुरुजी.
शिवम बोलो.
गुरुजी मैं एक बुक का रेफरेंस देना चाहता हूँ. वो खोशद भावनगरी जी ने लिखा था, द लॉज ऑफ द स्पिरिट वर्ल्ड.
लॉज ऑफ द स्पिरिट वर्ल्ड. हाँ बोलो.
जी गुरुजी. तो उसमें भी ये था कि एक सोल का पर्पस होता है, वो अपना ही परफॉर्म्स हिज ड्यूटीज एंड मर्जेस विद द सुप्रीम. सो अभी सर गुरुजी, अभी बहुत सारे वेस्टर्न फिलोसफर्स और इंडियन भी हैं जो ऑटो राइटिंग आया है. ऑटो राइटिंग क्या होता है कि गुरुजी वो मेडिटेट करते हैं और सोल को बुलाते हैं जो डिसीज्ड हो गए, जो डिसीज्ड उसको बुला के वो लिखते हैं एंड देन दे वो कमेंट करते कि वो क्या क्या फेसेस किए और क्या नहीं हुए. तो सर सोल बॉडी नहीं लेता है, ये जो सटल बॉडीज का जो एनर्जी फील्ड होता है जब माइंड एंड ईगो, वो बॉडी का फॉर्म में होता है और सोल एनर्जी है सर। उस परफॉर्मेंस के लिए वो एनर्जी जो है वो सोल का काम है सर।
So there's no confusion. The soul does not move from one body to another body.
That particular soul doesn't wo take birth. It is a form of energy.
Good. Maybe some of you could quote some books or some scriptures where the soul is actually moving from one body to another. There are many books like that, but that is wrong. Even if the books are saying it is wrong, I'm happy that all of you are in the right direction. Thank you, Suvin. Yeah. Suvin wants to continue. Unmute.
One thing more. ये जो सर गुरुजी पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन जो थेरेपीज चलती है, ये सर माइंड से रिलेटेड है। सबकॉन्शियस को मेमोरीज होती हैं अपने
but not soul.
not soul.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Suvinay. Thank you. I think Komal already spoke. So Komal, wait in the line after Bliss. Mandeep, and then I think Vanita also spoke. So Vanita will come in second round. Mandeep, then Bliss, Komal, and Vanita. Mandeep.
Sure, Guruji. So I actually don't have any opinion. I just want to ask you, if soul doesn't get transferred from one body to another, then how would we explain a person like poor children getting born on road, and another person is getting born in a very rich family like Ambani or something? How would you explain?
So good. Mandeep is the first person who's coming with a doubt. So we will explain for everybody else who's having the doubt but who's quiet. Mandeep is opened up. So Mandeep, just like in a computer, there is hardware and software, correct?
Yeah.
You know that, right? How for the computer to work, what we need?
Yeah. Hardware, software.
Without one, you cannot use
and electricity.
Right?
And electricity.
And power supply. So we need hardware, software, and power supply. The body is the hardware, the mind and ego is the software, the soul is the power supply. When the body dies, the soul departs. It's very easy. When the body dies, the soul departs. The mind and the ego, the sukshma shari, the subtle body, carries karma, carries whatever samskara, and is reborn. So are you clear about it? But it is not reborn with the same soul. The soul is the energy that leaves the body, and it is just like, okay, very good example I'm giving, Mandeep. I hope others will pay attention. When you press the button in your house, the electricity flows to the bulb. Then when you switch off, the electricity goes back. Again, when you switch the bulb, is it the same electricity that comes to the bulb? It's not the same electricity. The electricity is flowing and flowing and flowing. That electricity will go to bulb also, to TV also, to motor also, to hair dryer also. So, brother, are you clear, Mandeep, what it's saying?
Yeah, I got it.
So the soul is only a source of power. The soul gives power. The soul does not. Lot of people are confused. Lots, millions, maybe billions of people are confused that the soul is reborn.
But Guruji, 2-3 days ago on a call, when one of the ma'ams was discussing that I lost my mother, you in your answer you said that soul would be a 3-year-old baby right now somewhere.
Not the soul. Not the soul would be. The one who died, that mind and ego, the person who died. The person who died is not the soul. The soul is deathless. The soul never dies. Only the mind and ego completes, like how they say they change the clothes. The mind and ego is wearing this body. The mind and ego will leave this body, and the mind and ego will come into another body with the same karma.
So but basically, the soul, if we dilute our mind and ego consciousness, then our rebirth won't be there.
Exactly. Exactly. The moment you realize, it's as simple as this. It is as simple as eating a vada pav. That you are not the mind and ego, but this realization doesn't come now. This realization is just like eating vada pav. That's all it takes. Vada pav, mind, ego. Remove the mind and ego, you have liberated. Why only 1 in 10 lakh people are liberated?
So basically, if I don't associate myself as a hardware and software, I associate myself as electricity, I will become electricity.
Then you will be free. You will become one with the divine. That is nirvana. That is moksha. That is liberation. That is salvation. It's as simple as that. Don't miss capturing today. What you said is the most profound thing that you have said, and please capture it.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to second round. Bliss, Komal, Vanita. In that order. Bliss, then Komal, then Vanita. Yes, Bliss.
You know, I have always questioned in man and ego. I understand, right, the soul. It's not a problem. But mind and ego, what happened with this? I am right something. You can read, please.
Mind and ego, what happened with this? I will read what happened to your mind and ego. Now,
Yes. Because it's not
where
clear for me or no.
bliss. Okay, mind and ego continue their journey by splitting, not splitting, by leaving after death and come back to perfect themselves, or mind and ego come back whole, just as they are to perfect themselves. No! mind and ego don't come back to perfect themselves. Mind and ego is caused by ignorance. There is no mind, there is no ego. The mind and ego comes back to suffer.
Only for suffer.
Yes.
Okay, but
when you come
mind
back,
and ego to carry karma.
well, when you come back, mind and ego and with karma, if you are seeking God, if you are seeking divine, then you may be liberated, you may get enlightenment. Otherwise, body die, mind and ego come back. Again body die, again mind and ego come back. Again body die, again mind and ego come back again and 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 again.
But see, who gets liberated? It's mind and ego.
who gets liberated? The one who is going to go on suffering and suffering and suffering and suffering, that one gets liberated.
Okay, it's not
got it?
Energy, it's not.
No, not energy. You are today, you are Bridget, bliss. One day, bliss, Bridget will die.
Yeah.
And if you don't realize who am I, then you will come back as Mary or Diana. You will come back.
Nah.
No, if you, what? Nah.
Don't want to come back.
Yeah, but you will come back. If you don't get enlightenment, you have to come back. You have no choice. Now, therefore, you yes. As mind and ego. Today you are Bridget. Tomorrow you may be Mary. Next life you may be Diana. Next life you may be Thomas. I don't know. But that person, that me, mind and ego, who come back and come back and come back and come back, that mind and ego must get liberation.
Okay, it's more clear. Hope it's helped everyone. Thank you so much for your explain.
No, but remember one thing.
Yes.
But the people who are enlightened, but they say that mind and ego get liberated, correct?
Yes.
But there's no mind and ego. Then who get liberated? So this is a mystery. This is Maya. This is the problem. The problem is actually there's no mind and ego. The problem is actually there is no bliss. The problem is actually there is no Thomas and there is no Mary. But everything is an appearance in this Maya, in this Leela. You understand?
You're right. Yes, you're right. We are only actor, and mind and ego is actor in the life, because SIP wants this to help us to reach them.
Correct. This is a way for us to become one with SIP.
Yes, is that.
Komal, Vanita, Chidanand. Thank you. Komal and Vanita and Chidanand.
Actually, whatever the question was, it got dissolved during this discussion.
No problem. You can still give your comment. Sometimes it happens as the discussion is going on. Many people have a question, and other people are thinking just chuma. They're telling no. Actually, many people have something to say, and it gets cleared in the course of.
It was regarding that Sukshma Sharir and desires and vasanas, what we are carrying, prarabdha karma.
No,
all that I was.
No, good. You are bringing a new point now. A lot of people think that we, the mind and ego, we carry a lot of vasanas and we carry memory and we should not believe all that.
Okay.
We should believe that we are given a reset. Like how with a new mobile phone, if you take a mobile phone from somebody second hand, when you buy, they do factory reset. Factory reset means everything is deleted. Memory deleted, song deleted, app deleted, everything deleted. Only the company hardware and the company software is coming to you. So when the body dies, only the mind and ego with karma is reborn. We should not believe, then what happens? I'll tell you why. So Komal, a lot of people think, oh, I'm so angry because this anger is not now. This anger is my samskara. This anger is coming from my previous janma. Bad thinking, very bad thinking. We should not think like that.
Then what comes from past janma?
Only karma.
Karma.
The mind and ego is reset. The mind and ego is reset. It's carrying its karma, good and bad karma. And it is coming back. That's all.
Then what is the definition of good and bad karma?
Good and bad karma is good and bad. Good is what you have done good. Bad is what you have done bad. In good, you will be given happiness. In bad, you will suffer.
Any example? One example of good and bad karma.
Okay, suppose today you are indifferent. Somebody tells you, Komal, when a mosquito is sitting on your hand, don't kill it. It is a life, don't kill it. Every day you keep on killing, keep on killing, keep on killing. Even though somebody is telling you, Komal, please don't kill it. Please put Odomos spray or put a spray, the mosquitoes will go away. But you don't listen. So this is bad karma. Good karma is exactly the other way around. Suppose you find a lot of cockroaches in your house and every day you're killing 100 cockroaches. But somebody tells you put phenyl and clean your house nicely, there will be no cockroaches from tomorrow onwards. So you do, that's a good karma. This is a bad karma. I'm just giving an example. Now this karma which you do in this life is carried forward. When you come back in a new life, you will face problems because of bad karma and you will face good opportunities because of good karma. This I cannot tell you how further, because only I'm interpreting. The law of karma is the master. Only the law of karma will give the exact answer. But the principle I'm explaining to you. I hope the principle, you wanted an example, I gave you the principle. Thank you, Komal. Vanita, Chidanand, Suvinay. Vanita.
So
remember, we close questions at 8:39. Don't come at 8:40 to ask questions. Yes, Vanita.
Everything was cleared, everything was discussed again. What I wanted to say, everything came from your listening. So it made it very clear. But only thing is the karma you said, a small karma, just now she asked, even the mosquito, if you kill the mosquito, it is a karma. But we don't do it intentionally. Sometimes it happens. We spray something and it dies. To drive away, we spray something and sometimes 1 or 2 mosquito is killed. But that will also again add to our karma.
Please understand very clearly, karma is only intentional. Am I clear? Any unintentional action is not karma. Be very clear about it. If you by mistake, let me give you an example. By mistake, you are walking and there are 100 ants and you climb over these 100 ants, but although you climb over, 10 ants die. Okay. Now the problem is 10 ants die. It's a mistake. Is it bad karma? It's not bad karma. But if tomorrow I tell you, Vanita, when you're walking every day with Krishna and Ranjana and walking time, when you are walking every time you're killing 10 ants, 20, do not go like that and you be careful and you tell me go to hell. And you continue walking on and you kill the ants. Then is it bad karma?
Yeah.
You got it? You got the understanding?
Yes. The other thing is very clear. As you said, the vasanas, leftover vasanas with mind and ego takes another body. Sushma Sharir said takes another body. That is also clear. So only this karmic account, when we realize we should not go deep into it. Once we have realized that we should not accumulate karma, I think I have come away from that.
Yeah, become a divine instrument. Surrender yourself and become a divine instrument.
Yes, sir.
Simple now. Why complicate? Don't want karma. I don't want any karma, good or bad.
Yes, I don't want to complicate. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. Chidanand and Suvinay and Kailash and Ranjana. So Chidanand.
That is exactly the purpose of our sadhana. You are not the doer. So once the doership goes, karta, bhokta, everything goes.
Very
At
good.
the end of the day, chiyante chasya karmani. The karmani, it is tritiya. That means all your karma gets burnt. Because you lose it. And as Ramana Maharshi said, ahankara is the cause of everything.
Correct.
The I has to go. The ego has to go at any cost. Mind can be still, but again it comes up as a phoenix. So if you do this inquiry into Advaita and you come to that stage of realization that SIP only is, everything is not, automatically you lose the sense of doership and you live as a divine instrument. There is no I. And that results in Mukti, Sadanand, and then, Chidanand, and then Moksha.
Very good. So Chidanand is giving a very nice addition to this whole thing. The whole problem is this I. The identity of I, the ego, because of the ego, the mind is creating this. I only don't exist. Mind may come and mind may go. I don't exist. I am nothing. I am not there. मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु. Then you are liberated immediately. Thank you, Suvinay, Kailash, Ranjana. We have 3 more questions today. Suvinay, Kailash, Ranjana.
Guruji Shivam.
Sure.
Guruji, today
you got muted. Unmute. Suvinay, speak.
My
Speak.
only doubt is that, Guruji, this mind and ego takes birth, and it has to go through these sufferings and misery as per their karma.
Correct.
So how can he dissolve his karmas, and how can he be united with the divine and be a perfect instrument of the divine?
By realizing that there is no mind and ego, I am not the mind and ego, doesn't exist.
And suppose
is illusory. It is illusory.
Sir, suppose this relations comes at the very fag end of his life, then entire the life what he did wrong, he has to face the consequences in his next birth.
If it comes in the fag end of your life, even 10 seconds before you die, you are liberated from all karma of all lifetimes.
Okay, Guruji.
If Suvinay, you come to realize today you are not the karta, bhokta, you are not Suvinay, you are the Atma. Not only all karma of this lifetime, all karma of all lifetimes is wiped out in 1 minute, in 1 second, one flash, over, gone.
Okay. I mean, whatever work we do, I have to give it to the divine. It is the divine.
Obviously, this karma will not go unless you become a divine instrument. Nah. If you're not the divine instrument, then the karma is on your head only.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't fool karma. You can't fool. Suppose in this Zoom call, you say, I am Mukta, I am Chidananda Rupaha, I am not body, mind, ego, I am God, I am free. Then you go to the kitchen and you say, Abhi mujhe gulab jamun chahiye. Abhi mujhe rabdi chahiye. Abhi you are craving for all the jalebis. That means you are back to body, mind, ego. If you get the rabdi and gulab jamun and in the prasadam, you eat it. But if you become the body, mind, ego and you crave for it, then you're not liberated from the body, mind, ego. Na? It has to be realization in action. So we will do one session on this. We'll do one session. What is the meaning of realization in action? We will do. We have not done, I think, one session like this. Realization in action. So we will do one session. Thank you, Kailash, Ranjana. Last 2 questions. Kailash and Ranjana.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, sir.
My question is that I earlier also asked for that not clear. Whatever is written in our life, that can be changed, and it is decided our birth, where we will go, okay, and where our body will die. As we see the last 2-3 days before the news, in the news, that one actress, he went to Himachal, okay, and she died by the car jumped and the person saved, okay. So that's what is this?
So what you said, that whatever the past karma you said cannot be changed, correct?
Past or present, whatever, that's not in our hand, because
it can be changed.
We are going to somewhere and suddenly, okay, this type of things happened with the person.
It can be changed.
No, but कहते हैं ना कि होनी है जो खींच के ले जाती है.
गलत. कुछ भी नहीं होनी है.
आप नहीं, you are going on the if we talk about on the road and suddenly the accident happened.
Wait. Let me explain to you with an example. Suppose I am supposed to die tonight.
Okay.
According to karma, I am supposed to die tonight. Tonight I will get heart attack and tomorrow you will get the news. Gaya. Suppose in that moment today, before I go to sleep, suppose I go on the road and one old man and lady are going on the road and the bus is going to go over them. But I run and I take the old man and lady and I run across the road and I save them. That good karma can give me more life by 10 years.
But it is not in our hand, na?
It is in our hand. No, I went and saved that man and lady in the road.
No, that is also written in our karma.
No. Don't say. Then you are only a puppet. You are not a puppet.
Sir, if one person is the HR head, okay, he is my classmate also. So he passed away. He was going from this Manesar to Rewari. Okay, and on the road, he is properly driving. There is no the good driving, but the truck suddenly cuts. Okay, and he died.
He died. So that is his karma.
So this is also written, na? It's not end.
Kailash,
he properly riding.
Kailash. Please listen carefully. Yes, it is written. What you are saying is 100% right. Yes, it is written, but it is written in deletable ink. We can rub that ink and rewrite. Now you understand?
No, why he will so why not he was in hospital 3 to 4 days. After that he died.
Because he did not do any such karma to save him from the life. So, see, understand, we human beings are not robots. We are not puppets. We have got buddhi, we have got intellect, we have got the power to change our destiny. We have got the power not only to change our destiny, we have got a power for liberation. Liberation from rebirth. But I think you brought a question very late in the session, but I think you can ask again tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, you're back in action.
Tomorrow we will clear up.
Tomorrow, please remember the question and I will explain further. Today, last question, Ranjana.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham, Ranjana.
Guruji, just now you said that we bring only karma when we are born.
Correct.
Why some children from the birth, since birth only, they are very happy, or some are very crying, cranky babies, some are very angry babies?
Karma. How can, tell me which child is an angry child? Not whether they develop that as they grow. So see, it's very Ranjana, we cannot ask too many questions. For example, we cannot ask why one child was born, their blood count is not good. Why one child is born, their eyesight is not there. They have got eyes, but they can't see. How can anybody give you the exact answer for these things? But one thing we have to, let me give you one small, for your understanding based on your question, I want to make a small submission to you. And you tell me the answer. Suppose you give birth to 2 children, twins, 2 twins, and you give birth. And one child you keep with you. And another child, your sister, who's married to a Chinese, takes that child to China from the very first day, and the child grows up in China with them, eating noodles and fried rice and snakes and everything. After 20 years, when those 2 children meet, do you think they both will be like twins, like same?
No.
Are you sure about it?
Yes.
You got the answer what I'm saying now?
Yeah, but just on a lighter note, I have twins.
You know, I was with a Bollywood star. I was telling you yesterday, yesterday, and just like that, jokingly, I told the Bollywood star, you know, suppose you have 200 shoes, and that Bollywood star stopped and told me, "How did you know I have 200 shoes? I have exactly 200 shoes. I have 200 shoes. So this is the Kamal of the divine. I do not know you have twins. I don't know anything about how. So my dear friends, many things I'll tell you before I end. Many things we know. Many things we try to know. Many things we realize. But it is nothing compared to what the divine is. We are just a dot, a speck of a speck of a speck of a speck in this universe. Don't think we know too much. We know nothing. Even despite us knowing so much, we know nothing. Let us realize that we know nothing, we are nothing. Then only we will become something and we will become everything. But with that interesting session coming to an end and good discipline in the call, I'm so happy we've got such good discipline. The call is becoming better. I will see you tomorrow at 8 with folded hands.